100% uptime ratio, so I guess people are fucking lying. That's cool. Or maybe they meant the skill cooldown or something, I don't know. Probably a sacrificial sword user. Another one. Another sacrificial sword user. 163 MG is not going to be enough. So, yeah, give me sacrificial sword. Right, so we're going to do some experimentation.
Send one, send them all. There's still a long road ahead.
Chief Favonius probably makes more sense. Right, so let's go with Favonius. Their C6 just gives them a Pyro Infusion and crit damage anyway, so we don't care much for the C6. We have what we need. Let's do a little bit of talent leveling. Only a little bit. Don't want to bankrupt myself. That is a pretty high scaler. In fact, it's a really fucking high scaler. You could make this burst deal some good damage. Someone's gonna make videos of Pyro Traveller hitting their burst for 1,000,000 damage. It's definitely possible, actually. It doesn't suddenly make them good, though. Is this Sitlali's story quest? So... so it's tap we want, right? Tap for... Is that the AoE? No way. There's no way that's the actual AoE on it. That's way too small.
Let's hope you'll pull up a good fight.
How about this?
Watch this! Stabilize!
I see everything.
Forget it! Let's finish this next time.
That's a fucking AoE on it. It's a fucking... It's Barbara.
Over.
Oh, that's pathetic. Okay, so you have to go for a coordinated attack. That's your fucking Pyro application AoE. Oh my god. Oh, and it's gone. Just like that. Fuck, that's pathetic. No. Okay, so let's see how this works. See if we can get to work with Mualani. We may be able to get the tap there to work. I'm gonna try the hold. We're gonna try both. So first, let's go for the tap. Wait, Mualani doesn't have the right artifacts, does she? Actually, that's fine. Let's actually, no, it's not fine. Let's put on a proper artifact. It's this one, right? Okay.
Gather!
Carving
Okay. Credit where credit is due. That actually worked. And we got all our energy back. Okay, that must be acknowledged. That actually worked. Alright, now let's try hold variant. Feels a little bit weird to cast. Cast animation is weird. But results are undeniable. Oh, never mind, they are deniable. They are deniable.
Solidified.
Okay. Pyro Traveller works. Tap is better than hold for Mualani though. But that did work, specifically on burning. I absolutely think that if we weren't using burning, it probably wouldn't have worked. But there you go, that's just, you can't deny that evidence. Let me upload that clip real quick. Because a lot of people have been saying, like, is she going to work for Mualani? She does. No, see, that's not only off-field application, that's something else you need to remember. It's off-field pyro and sub-DPS and 40% elemental damage. So what was Mualani's damage numbers hitting for right there?
Woo! Whoa, whoa.
150,000. 150,000 is good. 180,000 there. That's good. Okay, it's possible. Granted, the thing which must be acknowledged here, obviously, Xiangling still has better pyro application and better sub DPS.
I'll help you find the
Clearly, the damage here is way lower than what Xiangling actually does herself. Xiangling does have better sub DPS, but Pyro Traveller obviously gives a lot of damage buff here. 40% hydro damage is actually kind of a big deal for Mualani, I think. So that's really good. Let me pick a thumbnail. It's a shame they still don't have a fucking burst animation. Pyro Traveller works in Mualani.
You can only do so much on your own. But
I thought people were
with a
saying
group,
she wouldn't.
Anything's possible.
But she clearly did right there. It was for pyro enemies, but I don't think those enemies like apply pyro to themselves. They don't have a pyro aura. So I think it's fine. But yeah, obviously like the AoE obviously is very fucking small. So finding characters that can use this is going to be problematic. But it does work with Mualani. I think that is more damage than Xiangling. It's right there, we were seeing 130 and 150, where Xiangling would be seeing less than that. When I use Xiangling, I'm pretty sure, I feel like 130 with Xiangling is what I get when I activate Nahida's Burst. No, there, I didn't use Nahida's Burst. That's the thing, the damage would have gone up if I did. So yeah, Pyro Traveller, I think, is good for that. We are using Favonius, so that's something we need to acknowledge here, that could be important. Obviously, Frina needs to be using Favonius. So it probably is actually worth leveling this second Sacrificial Sword. I shouldn't need more than one Sacrificial Sword. or more than 2 sacrificial swords. So I think we'll level this one. And I'll just get constellations for us at some point. Doesn't need to be perfect. Alright, we'll leave it there. Then you can use that. And then Xingqiu can use this. But quite frankly, I probably will be using Pyro Traveller more than Xingqiu. They could just switch back and forth. But yeah, so, I mean, I haven't directly tested jangling, I honestly can't be bothered to, but from that test there, I would say Pyro Traveller is better for Mualani. Now for other teams. You won't want her with Fu Tao, God no. Melt. Ganyu, Melt.
Just what will we come across this time?
This is the big one. Okay, this will be really interesting. Yeah, this will be very interesting to see if this works. So once again, we'll use a tap first, and then we'll see if a hold works.
Stabilize!
Everyone hold hands! The Temple of Wisdom! Access denied.
Holy shit. Oh, didn't quite get the burst back though. Neither did Nahida. I'm fine with actually closing this up, so. We'll do it once more, and this time we'll do hold. Problem with this, obviously, is you can only use this with John Lee.
Solidify!
Right.
No touching!
It fucking works, man! It works! Holy shit! Okay, that's really good.
Healthy body.
Because obviously, if Pyro Traveller doesn't meet their energy requirements in this team, you can bet your ass Shangling isn't. And that's the problem with this team. There you go, Pyro Traveller seems to work for Ganyu Melt. And it gives Ganyu, I mean, we didn't check, but... killed those guys. I didn't check, but I mean, won't take much effort to right here if we just pop by these fellas. Hello, I will be murdering my family today.
I see everything!
Bosh.
Born of ice and frost!
Alright, and that's what I wanted. 40% pyro damage, 40% dendro damage. Did we even get Geo? No, we didn't get Geo. No cryo damage bonus. Excuse me?
Let's round them up! Let's round them up! Let's.
Okay, we got a melt. Clearly right there, you saw that. Pyro damage bonus, Dendro. No cryo damage bonus? You can trigger this for multiple different elements at the same time. I know you can. Why isn't it triggering? There's no reason for it to not be triggering. Or is it saying that the moment burning starts, it's now Nahida's pyro? And therefore it doesn't trigger? That doesn't make sense. It should be triggering. And that really sucks if it doesn't work. That's it's a big deal for Garnu to get that because obviously she's not running Farina here. Hey bro.
Let's hope you'll pull up a good fight. Solidify.
Okay, so this has to be bugged. This is bugged. Or someone, for the love of God, explain why this isn't working.
Stabilize.
Right, we crystallize.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Right, we've got the geo damage bonus.
But where are those who
Access denied.
Where's my cryo damage bonus? Why? Okay, is the artifact set bugged and it doesn't work with cryo for some reason? It's oddly specific. Okay, that's really weird. We can quickly test. Just
Ready
put
for
on
reconnaissance.
Eula instead. Hello. This is really concerning. That's a big loss if we can't get that elemental damage.
Beg for mercy.
Trigger the melt. No cryo damage bonus. Okay. Okay, there's a possible solution. Okay.
Crush.
Okay, that's it. Right. That does complicate things. Okay, I thought it was just they have to be involved in the reaction. No, they actually have to trigger it. Which means the other element has to come first. That complicates it.
What are my orders?
That means for your... Okay, so all that really means for your rotation is that you go... John Lee shield, Garnu skill, Nahida skill burst, Frey John Lee doesn't crystallize, and then Pyro Traveller. And then you will get your damage bonus. Could also try just using Garnu's burst and seeing if that then makes up for that remaining cryo. Problem obviously is, here we want Pyro Traveller to melt at least once. But then we wouldn't want that to be a shot, because then we're losing damage. And then it's a needless exercise. So yeah, if you just use your skill and then get to Pyro Traveller and then melt off the skill, then you will get the damage bonus. So that's the solution to that. But yeah, so clearly Pyro Traveller does work with Gardener, you just need to work with it a little bit. Burgeon. Pyro Traveller will obviously work well for Burgeon. Any kind of Burgeon team, so you don't need Toma anymore, guys. Toma's dead. I'm immediately thinking I would like to test an Alhafen team with that somehow. It wouldn't be worth using with Nervalet, it would just be worse with Roron. Just use a Roron. The Pyro application is too slow, so it would be Pyro Traveller that's vaporizing, and therefore you get like 10,000 damage. No point in that. Not even 10,000, you'll get even less from that. Just use a Roron. A Roron will be better. Now this is interesting. It's...
Just what will we come across this time?
This is not going to turn out well. Real quick, let's get an overload ball. Okay, we got one. Alright, let's go test against my favourite boss. Second favourite boss. I don't like this boss, I hate this boss.
The sheer vastness of the desert is perfect for keeping certain things buried and out of sight.
What's the rotation on this? Raiden, Chevreuse, Sara. Alright.
There is no escape. Justice will prevail. Storm the front. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
Okay. I think I fucked that up. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I forgot to use Kujo-Sara's, I think I forgot to buff Raiden. Yes, I did. Okay, that's why. Okay, yeah, that's a bust. That's on me. Okay, it's fine. We can just go back in. Okay, that's my fuck up there. I forgot to buff Raiden. So that one's a dud.
There is no hands where I can see them. No turning back.
Got again.
Now you shall perish.
Alright, there you go. So there's your damage in a Raiden team. Problem is with Raiden, so Raiden already has a very high electro damage bonus. Very, very high. So the buff is heavily diluted and the Traveller's not going to do as much damage as Zhangling. So they can replace Zhangling if you want them to, but Zhangling is pretty much objectively better here.
Wait any longer.
There's not much reason to run Pyro Traveller here. You probably could find a way to fit Pyro Traveller into a Lenny team. Probably. If you want to use, maybe you could replace Bennett, put Bennett on a different team. It wouldn't be as powerful, but it's good. What other teams? Yeah, there's a Bergen team. Which do we want to make a? What would you want in a Bergen team?
Let the wind lead. This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Right, this is going to be a very wacky team composition. We may not meet energy requirements. I had a EM set, didn't I? I'll just steal health catching, thank you. I guess I gave it to catching. That makes sense, actually. Does have a good bit of ER. Oof, that's not good either. Okay. This is just gonna be a worse version of Alhaven Quicken. But it'll be fun, I think. Rotation here will probably be Freener, then Jean, then Traveller, then Alhaven. I don't know if this is going to turn up. I'm just experimenting. I think this is the last team I have to experiment with. Let's just see how this goes. I forgot to even test if Jean had any artifacts on, but fuck it, it'll be fine.
Barbados, guide us.
Game will let me switch. Apologies.
Process of elimination. Flicker.
Reena's buff is gone, and it's over. Honestly, that team performed better than I thought it would. But yeah, just there's no reason to use anything like this over just regular Alhaven teams.
There are still so many places for us to explore.
Fun experiment.
I'll lead the way. Follow me.
Don't tell me they did it again.
Fun experiment, but do not even try using Pyro Traveller for Bergen. Well, do try for Bergen, but not with that specific Alhaven team. It's not going to work. Right, jolly good. I don't think I have any more teams to test. I think that's it. Will come out soon, I imagine. But yeah, so Pyro Traveller's not a disappointment. You can replace Zhang Ling in at least some teams. So I feel fair in saying Pyro Traveller's probably the best one. We don't even have C6 yet. Jolly good.